Hello, my name is Christina Rains, and this is my recording for the oral story telling. And my keywords are true love, a mermaid, a magical character is displeased, and my final sentence will be, let's throw a feast to celebrate, they said, and what a feast it was. Alright, so let's begin. Once there was a beautiful clownfish who lived in the sea. Now, all she wanted to be was a mermaid. But she was only a clownfish. No matter how hard she tried to grow, or no matter how hard she looked, she could not find anything that would change her into a beautiful mermaid. For she thought if she was a mermaid, she would be able to find true love and live happily ever after, like the story she's heard. Now, one day, our little clownfish, Gabriella, was swimming in the sea. And as she was swimming, she found a gem shining beneath a rock. She swam up to it and peered into it and looked. And as she looked into the gem, she saw a dim reflection, not of herself, but of someone else. As she peered at it, she looked, but she could not see anything. So she thoughtfully wondered what she should do. So she picked up the gem and swam to her home and placed it in a box. For it was quite a small gem. Now, as Gabriella one day was going through her belongings in her house, she began to realize and feel sad that she was just a clownfish. For nothing she did could ever change her, and she again ran across the gem. For it seemed every time she was thinking about being a mermaid, she found that gem, or it came to the front of her mind. Now, as she peered at it this time, she looked deeper and deeper into it, and she started to see a figure, but she could not quite make it out. So she began cleaning her little house again and swam off. As she was there, she again began to sadly think about how she was not a clownfish, and as she came back to her home from being out all day, she again peered at the gem, but this time, to her utter surprise, she saw a magical creature. The magical creature looked nothing like any fish she had seen before. This fish was ugly and grotesque, and looked deep into her eyes. And Gabriella exclaimed with a shriek, "Oh, I don't know you!" And the fish slowly swam out of the gem. She was horrified at the magical creature that had come out. The magical creature then looked at her and said, "I know what you long for, and I can give it to you, if you only give me your beautiful orange clownfish colors." Gabrielle was shocked. "You know what I want? How is this even possible?" And the mystical creature looked at her and said, "I know what everyone wants," and slowly but surely swam back into the gem. Gabriella was quite stunned, and she did not know what to think of this odd experience, so she began to ponder about what she should do. This creature said she could have everything she wanted for a small price. So she swam along, and she looked at the gem every once in a while, but no creature appeared. Now, as she was sitting one day, she began to long to be a mermaid again so that she could find true love. But as she longed and she thought, she realized that the ugly fish had come out of the gem. And this time, the fish looked like he was ready to make a deal. So the fish swam out and asked her, "Have you considered my offer? Your colors for what you want most." And Gabriella pondered and thought, what I want most. And the fish cut her off, for he was a magical fish, and he said, "You want to be the most beautiful mermaid alive, and you want to fall in love." At this, Gabriella was very stunned, but he knew exactly what she wanted. So she decided to make the deal. She said, "Okay, I will make the deal. You make me into the mermaid that I've always wanted, and you can have my colors." Now, what Gabriella did not know was that the fish was a magical fish who wanted to rule the sea. Now, Most people at the time thought that the mermen and the merwomen ruled the sea, but what they did not know was that 3 magical fish had the power to rule the sea. One of them, who was currently in power, was a beautiful, striking blue and white and gold fish, who was over all of the sea, and who was a kind fish. And his right-hand man was also another fish, who was a shark. And the shark was all-wise and helped control what matters went down in the discipline systems and in the judging and all of those other things. But what they did not know that there was one other fish that had power, and he was an outcast, and he could never rule unless he stole someone's color. But he could not just steal any color. It had to be a beautiful orange. And so he had been looking for the proper opportunity for thousands of years because his fish never died. And he was looking for someone who wanted true love enough to give up what they had. So Gabriella, being sweet and gullible and only wanting true love, agreed to his price. And in an instant she was turned into the beautifulest mermaid she had ever seen. But as she looked down, her color faded out of her fins and her face and her hair, and she turned black and white. As she looked, the fish that was ugly and grotesque turned her beautiful colors. Her orange was now his color. She begged him for her colors back because that was the last thing she wanted, was to be black and white, because she knew that the mer people would never, ever want a black and white mermaid. But the fish swam off quicker than she could ever be able to catch him, and she began to swim off to find the other mermaids, for she needed a new home. She soon came across an old man who looked at her. Now he was an old merman, and he knew something she didn't, and he asked, "Are you the next victim of the fish? He stole your color, did he not?" And Gabriella said, "Yes, and I do not know what to do, for I can never turn back to my beautiful colors. I would rather be a fish full of color than a mermaid that is black and white." The merman thought very thoughtfully and said, "Why don't you come back to my house?" As she swam back to the house with him, she soon met his wife, who was a lovely mermaid, but she too was black and white. The mermaid told her all about her story, how the evil fish had stolen her color, and she told her that the only way to get her color back was to become happy with who she was without her color. Now this seemed like a very daunting task, and for many years she was not able to regain her color back. But little by little she became aware that she was beautiful without her color, and as she did, the mermaid began to gain her color back. This made the magical character very displeased, and he began to make a huge battle between the other 2 fish, and he called all of his victims of the black and white mermaids to fight against them. But sadly, he was not successful because he did not know how to find beauty in himself. Soon Gabriella made her way through the town, and as her color began to come back, another merman noticed her and fell in love with who she was, because she was kind and gentle and totally confident in who she was. This caused for a celebration as the wedding came near, and they said, "Let us throw a feast to celebrate." And they said, and what a feast it was to this day.